Mike American football, the battle before the battle, Texas vs. Ohio State, history begins here. American football Mike. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest prelude in the history of college football. This isn't just a pull drop, this is the thunderous sound of destiny cracking open. The countdown is over, the stage is set, the curtain rises, and at the very top, draped in burnt orange glory, the Texas Longhorns have taken the throne. That's right. For the first time in the long, storied history of the coaches' poll, the Longhorns have claimed the #1 spot in the preseason rankings. A feat never accomplished before. A crown never placed upon their head at this time of year. But now the horns are high, and the stakes are even higher. 28 out of 67 expert panelists cast their vote for Texas. 28 voices declaring, this is the team to beat. But the celebration, oh, it'll be short-lived. Because storming out of the East like a crimson hurricane comes the defending champion, Ohio State. Ranked number 2, breathing down the neck of Texas. Sharpened by the grind of last year's title run. Fueled by hunger. Backed by 21st place votes. A giant not sleeping, but stomping. Week 1, #1 vs No. 2. In Columbus. Under the lights. Under pressure. Under the watchful gaze of a nation ready to explode. This has never happened before. Not once in the history of the coaches' poll has the top 2 teams met in the very first week. It's not just rare, it's unprecedented. This is a war before the war. A showdown before the season even catches its breath. It's not just football anymore, it's history being written at kickoff. The Longhorns, mighty in ambition, untested in expectation. They want to silence the doubters, the ghosts, the maybe next years. They want to show that Texas isn't just back, Texas is boss. And Ohio State, champions turned challengers, holding that #2 like a sword, looking Texas dead in the eye and saying, we've seen your dreams. We've come to crush them. It's SEC versus Big Ten. Tradition versus triumph. Hype versus hardware. 2 of college football's most iconic programs. 2 rabid fan bases ready to burn their timelines with fire and pride. 2 titans whose helmets don't just shine, they intimidate. This isn't just a game. It's a coronation. Or a coup. One will rise. One will fall. And the echoes of this collision will be heard through every locker room in America. The stakes. Beyond rankings. Beyond rivalry. This is about momentum. About fear. About control. Whoever wins this game won't just be #1 in the poll, they'll own the nation's respect. The coaches' poll is no joke. It's the heartbeat of the sport. The first sign of where belief lives. Where strategy meets speculation. And Texas, for now, holds the top heartbeat. But with Ohio State looming, that pulse could flatline in 4 quarters. The Buckeyes are no strangers to pressure. They thrive in the fire. They were built for moments like this. They don't chase history, they define it. And Texas. They've been waiting, rebuilding, retooling. They've turned recruits into weapons, and schemes into symphonies. They believe this is their time. But belief is tested in battle. And battle is what's coming. Every player will be watched. Every snap scrutinized. Every mistake magnified. The world will be watching. ESPN. Twitter. Grandma in Texas. Grandma in Ohio. This is the game. This is the moment. Forget mid-season form. This is early season fury. College football doesn't usually burn this hot in August. But this year, the flames are licking the skies. Imagine that stadium. Imagine those chants. Imagine the silence after a deep ball lands, or the explosion after a pick six. 1 game. 4 quarters. 1 nation divided. No. 1 Texas. No. 2 Ohio State. Never before. Maybe never again. The winner will walk away not just with victory, but with a spotlight that doesn't dim, a path cleared toward the playoffs, and the psychological edge of giants. The loser. Wounded. Questioned. But still dangerous. The season hasn't even begun, and already, it's historic. So buckle your seatbelts, America. History doesn't wait. This is football before football. This is Texas versus Ohio State. This is war. Trophy fire.